Mini mastery series, the KOT Squat, knees over toes squat, because the only thing that happens in it is the knees go over the toes. That's it. This comes from a sissy squat, which is an old school bodybuilding exercise named after Sisyphus, a Greek god who had to push a boulder up a hill with just his quads. He was known as having the strongest quads in the universe. Unfortunately, the name Sisyphus was shortened to sissy. So I grew up thinking this was an exercise for wussies. But later on, when I started trying it, I didn't really have much balance, didn't know how to do it. It seemed super hard, but I could tell this was something amazing for the knees. And as I went, I realized that anyone could get into this by elevating to a height you can do. I bring these for basketball guys. These are fit athletes, so they can usually at least go down to about 3 of these 2-inch pads that I have, but you can go even higher than that. And the way that I like this exercise, I've tried it single leg, I've tried it with a bar, I've tried it high, I've tried it low, I've tried it even going where you go like beyond, all the way down, okay? I've tried it all sorts of ways. The way I like by far the most is working your way down to where you can do it to the floor. And by to the floor, I mean whatever padding you're using, whether it's a towel or whatever kind of cushioning, yoga mat, where you just have one layer of padding on the floor. You don't want to be dropping your knees onto a hard surface. So right here, one layer. When I finish playing basketball, 20 reps. Basically, if you can do 20 reps, you put your toes slightly out so that you're on your big toe. We don't want to be avoiding the VMO. We don't want to be avoiding the big toe. So by turning the toes slightly out, you end up on the big toe. And you'll see as I go down, I think slow. I want to put my knees down slowly. Now at the bottom, this is where you can take a break. It's better to take a break than to bounce to get up. So slow down, pause. Now I hit the bottom, I'm thinking to contract my glutes and push all with my legs. So I'm controlling it down, pausing, pushing, slow, break, pushing. And every time I push, I'm thinking to explode up without my hips bending. You'll see the pressure on the quads. If I bend my hips, now there's much less pressure than if I keep the hips straight. So to keep the hips straight, I try to squeeze my glutes, lean back, push. Now you'll notice with my hands on the way down, no matter what you do with your hands, you have all that pressure. But on the way up, you can use your arms to get a little lift. That's fine, because when it comes to the VMO, it's very fast twitch, and fast twitch muscles respond very well to fighting eccentrics down. So just like a Nordic, I'd have you fight down and use the little arms to get up. But as you go, if you want to make this even tougher, as my set of 20 goes, as I get into it, I'll go down, put my hands on my lower back, push, and so by putting my hands on my lower back to get up, I can no longer use momentum. Slow, break, explode, slow, break, explode. So I do 20 of these right after I play. I do 20 right after my leg workout. So if I'm doing split squats or step-ups, when I finish my last heaviest set, 20 of these. So typically, since I do legs Monday, Wednesday, Friday, since I play basketball Tuesday, Thursday, I'm doing 5 sets of 20 a week. So Monday through Friday, I'm doing a set of 20 of these. I like them at your warmest period. Whatever your warmest period is, right after your sport, right after your leg session, whatever that is for you, I love 20 of these. So I've played with adding barbell, I've played with holding weights, I've played with, you can take a look at this, you could try fighting down on one leg and then using the push off from the other leg. But all these just get a little bit more complex, and I found so far with guys that I train, many guys, because online and in the gym, and with myself, that if you just get strong enough where you can just finish any kind of leg session and just bang out 20 of these, you're gonna get better quad development. Now imagine what happens when you squat. It's so easy because the quads can handle it all. So all you're doing now is bending your hips. Same with the split squat. Your quad can handle any pressure you put that way. So now you're just getting into the hips. So basically, this exercise, 20 reps to about 2 inches of padding. That's what I think is mastery, whether you're an athlete or non-athlete, man, woman, or child. There you go. I don't recommend more than about 100 a week. You can play with more than that, but it may take more time to recover because it's such a hard workout. But I almost think anyone who is in a sport or activity, so if you're Olympic weightlifting and you're putting a lot of pressure on your knees, or you're playing basketball and putting a lot of pressure on your knees, I think anyone could do 100 of these a week with great extra benefit. Just remember those keys. Toes slightly out, slow down, break at the bottom, squeeze the glutes, all quad on the way up. Never work through pain. Go lower as it gets easier, and as it gets even easier when you hit the floor and you're getting up easy with your arm, put the hands on the low back to force yourself to keep those hips forward and go all quads. Can't wait to see your form on this one. Let's perfect it. Everyone watching this video, let's get to where you can bang out 20 of these, no problem, to only 2 inches of padding with no arms. See you in the gym.